known for its appalling, horrific publicity stunts. But PETA's far more darker side is its shadowy connections to the violent Animal Liberation Front and Earth Liberation Front. Both groups are responsible for more than 1,100 attacks, causing more than $110 million worth of damage in the US. Now, in fact, last May, the FBI's Counterterrorism Division declared them America's #1 domestic terrorist threat. Yet both groups have received support from PETA. Now, if PETA funds terrorism and permits terrorism to serve its ends, how can you stand here today and say that you're not terrorists?
I think what we should try and do tonight is deal in facts. PETA have never made a donation to either of the groups that Mr. Lapierre accuses us of. What we have done in the past is made a select few donations to individuals for their legal defense. And this was in cases where those individuals were being prevented from speaking up on behalf of animals. And I think in order to call someone a terrorist, you have to have some pretty damning evidence, something Mr. Lapierre does not have. I will say this, however. Animal rights activists have not once, ever, killed a hunter, or any other animal abuser, for that matter. However, hunters continue to kill and terrorize millions of animals every year. My question is, who is the violent party here?
Okay, so wait. The response then, Wayne, is that really PETA has not funded terrorism. They've actually just funded the defense of some of the people involved in terrorism.
You know, that sounds exactly what they told the United States Congress when they denied any connection, but follow the money. IRS records show PETA gave money to the Earth Liberation Front just a month before it set a $5 million fire at the University of Washington. That same year, ELF firebombed in Vail, Colorado, a ski resort, $12 million in damages. When reporters asked Mr. Butler about it, he said the funds were used, quote, used for the legal defense as support for caring individuals who are entitled to their day in court. Rodney Coronado, ALF, 5 years in prison, a multi-million-dollar firebombing at Michigan State University, $45,000 from PETA to his support committee, $25,000 to his father. Now let me read you what PETA actually says at a conference in McLean, Virginia. Bruce Friedrich, their campaign coordinator for PETA, said, blowing stuff up and smashing windows is a great way to bring about animal liberation. I think it would be great if all the fast food outlets, slaughterhouses, these laboratories, and the banks that fund them exploded tomorrow. I think it's perfectly appropriate to take bricks and toss them through windows. Hallelujah to the people who are willing to do it. Ingrid Newkirk, their president, went on to say, you can't legally deface someone's property, but if you're somewhere and no one's looking, go ahead. And she recently told PETA members not to cooperate with FBI investigations. Mr. Butler, you can't have it both ways. Did your organization perjure yourself before Congress?
Let's just keep it to an organized way. So what we're hearing then